This is the entrance leading into the campground. And there's little pull-offs to each side. It's pretty deep in the woods here. Came out to about $30 a night with the military discount. Check-in gate. And all the rows are labeled as to where you have to go down the little pathways there. See the people off in the woods there. Pretty much the whole thing's like this. Nature Center. Cars. It's really humid, but it's not hot, which is good. Camp hosts, more campsites, another camp host, and more campsites. Injury Bay over there, and then up the hill there's places you can take showers. Check to see what that's down the end here. Just a kid's playground and a Coke machine. Camp host. A lot of camp hosts. You can see through there the playground. I'm guessing this is the main strip of road. This leads out to the beach. Coming up on a sign here. I'm guessing it's gonna alert me to that, possibly. I don't think you can go any further than a dead end.
She's already down here. Come on, bring the leash. I have it.
This is just right after it rained, so all the humidity is out of the air. It's nice out here. beach is really long here. Look. You got the dunes over here. And surf, or beach, water. I'm walking in the middle. And that's where the beach ends. It's a Navy base. Can't go any further. You'll be prosecuted. Look at the fence line right here. All the way up there. Found a ball. Kicking it down the beach. Now it's gonna go in the damn military installation, son of a bitch. It's more of the beach. There's you probably can't see it from the camera, but further down, I went down this way because I knew it was a military base, but further down that way, you can see like buildings, like a city down there, so I'll probably head out there tomorrow and check it out. This area is called St. Mary, so you can see as I pan, Florida and Georgia are separated by this river. So you can see on the other side, that's Florida. That's what did they say that? I forget where. I think it's Amelia Island from memory. I think they said it was, or Ferdinand Beach. People living out on the market. It's downtown St. Mary's. Just gonna take a look around and see what the place is about. It's like a little boat ramp area over here. This is also the Georgia side of, I'm not really sure what river this is. Let's see if I can find out what it is. So I'm basically in St. Mary's, Georgia. tiny boat out here. You can see boats docked out there, I think. I'll see if I can zoom in on them. Yeah, you can see them sitting out there in the water. Seems like a nice town. Fishing boat. Apparently you can't fish off of this pier for some reason. Just gonna do a drive around the town so you can semi-see what's going on in here. We need to zoom in, it's getting the stupid thing again. There we go. I'm turning into the main strip right now. I'll head down the other end. Old thing. I guess in this area is where all the markets or shops are. Some eateries. Pull through it. That's pretty much the run of the town. I'll pull over. This guy's kind of riding my ass. And you can see from the map, there's Georgia on basically the southernmost tip of Georgia before you hit the Florida border, which basically, I guess, should be right here, the border. You can see from the map, that'd be Florida. Apparently they have an island out here. Might find out what that's about if we can get over there. Visitor center right here. So I just walked out of the what is it, the Cumberland Ferry? Cumberland Island Ferry? $40 to get on that island. Can't take a car, but you can take a bike, but the weather's not something you want to do biking right now, but it seemed like a good idea. I'm walking down, this is downtown Main Street, St. Mary's. She said to walk down this street and then hang a right. There'll be a welcome center for St. Mary's. I can find out more information about the place. A little map of the town. Nice little quaint town. Cannon, Spanish vessel, unknown. Talking to one of the local people here about finding the welcome center, and they had absolutely no idea what it was. It pointed me in the right direction. Captain Moore's house, 1905. I don't know how I'm gonna get a shot of this, but there you go. Big old house. Original Florida house. It's private residence. I guess this is like a stopover town for people going to Savannah or anywhere north of here. This has a big bed and breakfast over here. Looks alright. You got an old church. There you go. Get a shot of that. Pretty sure this was somebody's house at one point. Now it's a bed and breakfast. Spencer House Inn, 1872. There's a side view of that bed and breakfast. Place is huge. Cool little mural on the side of this pizza shop. Nice old Florida houses in here. Nice, they're well taken care of, looks like. See this one here? Massive. That's ironic. Big old yard in there. Look at that. That's awesome. Not really sure what this one is. So we'll find out here in a second. It's for sale if anybody's interested. It's huge. House is huge. Look at this. Looks like it's converted into apartments or something. Look at this place. See if I can find more info on it. Can't really read it, but it says on the placard, in this house, Aaron Burr, fleeing after duel with Alexander Hamilton and later General Winfield Scott, returning from Indian campaign in Florida, were entertained by Major Archibald Clark, 1936. And it's on the, I guess, the historic register. Get a side view of this thing. Huge piece of land. So this place is open daily. You can take a look inside. And it's directly across the street from the Welcome Center. I found out where it was at. These are the grounds for the church. It's an old picture of the church itself. I don't know if you can see that, but it says this plaque was designed, detailed, and sculpted in the original wood hewn in 1782 and presented to St. Mary's Presbyterian Church by Mr. Alfred C. Conti, sculptor, Atlanta, Georgia. See that there? I don't know, there's a glare coming through from the backside of the church, but kind of makes for a cool backdrop because you can see the church in the background. This place is nice. I'm gonna find out what this is. It looks like it might have been a government building or something at one point. It says Orange Hall. Let's find out what that means or what that was or what it is. Oh, can we get in there? Orange Hall. I don't know if you can read it. I'll zoom in, but I can read it from here. Basically it says Orange Hall, 1830, 1838. Orange Hall takes its name from the large sour orange trees which used to encircle the property. Built for Reverend Horace Southworth Pratt, it's a showcase of antebellum life in the Greek Revival style. Pretty neat building they have here. Back up a little bit. There we go. Heading back downtown. Town really reminds me a lot of Cedar Key, albeit not so close to the ocean. It's on a river. So I'm not sure what this building is. Might be a church, some type. Might walk down there and find out. Here's some interesting history. First pecan trees grown here about 1840. Grown from pecan nuts found floating at sea by Captain Samuel F. Flood and planted by his wife, Rebecca Grovestein, on Block 47. The remainder of these nuts were planted by St. Joseph Sebastian Arno in the north half of Block 26. These first plantings produced large and heavy bearing trees and did their nuts and shoots in turn. Taken from some areas to distant points throughout southeastern states, they became famous before the Texas pecan was generally known. Pretty neat. So these are the trees here. Getting a first glimpse of the first pecan trees ever grown. Neat piece of history. Looks like an original street. Really narrow. No sidewalks. It's called Ready Street. It's pretty nice. Look at these old houses. Look at this thing. The guy that I just stopped and talked to said his house was 180 years old. Look at this. That's beautiful. This one's called the Arrows House, built in 1834. So it was right, this is one of the original streets in St. Mary's. Can't really read the sign. It says Stone Bunkley something house, 1880s. Another well taken care of original house. Looking into downtown, the main street from where was I? It's like a little bayou type deal down the end of the street. Just follows along the water. Or water. This will lead into the main downtown area. Got a lot of seafood restaurants. I guess this is Ferdinand Island or beach, part of the Amelia Island ecosystem, since I don't have a better word to describe it. Comfort station. They got the Welcome Center here, which is apparently Florida's first Atlantic to Gulf Railroad. I don't know if you can read it. Sun's right above me. Looks like they're giving them some hair. They have a time capsule that they're going to open in 2045 and one in 2075. That's pretty interesting. Be around when they do that. Peg Leg is joining us. So apparently this is the river, so I walked the wrong way. So I gotta start heading back this way, which is going towards the beach. This is the main drag of Ferdinand Beach. Look, even Center Street spelled Century. I'll film more when I get across this intersection. It's basically just a tourist area. A lot of shops. You'll see as I walk down there. Not really notice any parks or anything. Maybe over here. Nope. Interesting old house here. A lot of old heritage houses here. And churches. You can see. Lutheran. I think it's Lutheran. Methodist. There you go. Here's the heritage listed placard for the Methodist Church. This is the Lanice, Leziz, and I don't know, can't pronounce it. This is heading towards the beach from Amelia/Ferdinanda. I was gonna go down to the beach, but as soon as I got here, as you can hear, it started raining. Looks like an alright town called American Beach, and there's other beaches dotted around the place in general. They even have, it's like Catherine Hill Bay, all the houses they have out here overlooking the water here. Pretty neat. See, they're building one here too. Right there. See the houses built into the dune side over here. Might be able to make out the dune here. You can see over here. The water level actually gets up that high when it comes out over the ocean. Interesting bit of American history. Rain stopped. Figured I'd get this view. beautiful out here now. Took all the heat and humidity out of the air. Probably dropped at least 20 degrees. And it was like a small little bit of rain. Maybe 10 minutes at the most. I got beach volleyball out here. Might be able to make that out. Look, it's not a beach. You can actually boogie board out here. I'm going to check out Little Talbot Island State Park. It was one of the places that I wanted to camp at when I was coming out here, but it was fully booked. And the guy gave me a temp pass so I could actually go check it out. And he said, if you find a spot you like, he's like, book it now. He's like, because they get booked out months in advance. So it should be pretty interesting checking this place out. Roads are kind of narrow and beachy. The roads are really sandy. Sort of set up the same as Hanna, but Hanna seems more RV-ish. I don't know. This one's kind of rough. Road-wise, it's rough. Road's really narrow. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here. I don't know if there's a one way in, one way out, or Jesus. Wow. Yep. It's okay. It's just kind of woodsy. I'm kind of partial to the Hanna place. It's good he let me take a look at the place. Yeah, I like the Hanna joint better. don't think it was any cheaper either. I think it's about the same price. Yep, not a fan. Good thing I was able to check it out. This is a brewery in Gainesville. Guy at the gas station recommended it, so I'm gonna go check it out. It's pretty big. Like a mural pole here at the brewery, and I asked one of the ladies what it was referencing, and she has no idea. It just started maybe like a week ago, but there's all these stickers on the pole itself. That's crazy. They should do this everywhere, at every brewery. That's great. That's pretty cool.